It was 40 years ago this week, as we mentioned earlier, that America was profoundly changed when the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was shot and killed on a motel balcony in Memphis. People forget he was just 39 years old. Tom Brokaw has written about the legacy of Dr. King. This weekend, he hosts a special documentary on the History Channel, which he's here with us to preview tonight. Hard to believe it's been 4 decades.
Ryan, good to be back with you. And it's worth remembering that when Dr. King was murdered in Memphis, he had already won the Nobel Peace Prize for his nonviolent campaign to force this country to confront racism in the North as well as in the South. He had gone to Memphis, however, as part of a new campaign against economic injustice, and his assassination that day stunned the country.
For 3 days and nights, thousands paid their respects. For some, including Dr. King's father, the grief was overwhelming. 60,000 people surrounded Ebenezer Baptist Church. His family, friends, politicians, and celebrities gathered inside.
When you see all of these people, you begin to start evaluating, wow, well, maybe what our father was doing is really very, very significant.
They marched to Morehouse College for a final service.
Let justice roll down as waters and righteousness as a mighty stream.
As the nation mourned, what the FBI called the largest manhunt in American history was underway. A fingerprint on a rifle found after the shooting led to James Earl Ray, a small-time criminal who had escaped a Missouri prison.
His official description is 5 foot 10 inches tall, weighing between 163 and 174 pounds. He has brown hair, blue eyes.
Ray was arrested in England and extradited a month after the assassination. He would plead guilty to killing King, but later recant his confession. Ray died in 1998 while serving a life term in prison.
Did your mother ever talk about the FBI's investigation of your father's death? Did she ever discuss with you her belief about James Earl Ray and whether he acted alone?
Mom never really thought that James Earl Ray initially was alone, because James Earl Ray was found in London, England. How could a person who was a little petty thief end up in London, England without getting some help? So we always felt that there was more to it than what was being presented.
Do you think the government could do more?
Today, Martin Luther King III is more concerned with the future than the past.
My father worked on trying.
The 50-year-old son leads the Realizing the Dream Foundation. Its mission? To continue his father's work by empowering local citizens to take charge of their lives and their communities.
I've traveled across the nation, visiting more than 35 communities. I've seen firsthand the face of poverty. I saw in their faces the people my father had in mind when 40 years ago he dreamed of a poor people's campaign.
Obviously, we're a much different country as a result of the work of Dr. King, and this anniversary is a reminder of not just the work still to be done, but also how indebted we all are to his vision, his courage, and his quiet leadership, Brian.
And some days, as you mentioned, it doesn't seem like we've moved all that far. Can't wait to see this. We're taking the broadcast to Memphis Friday. We'll be watching Sunday night. Tom Brokaw, thanks as always. One more reminder, the documentary premieres this coming Sunday on the History Channel at 8 p.m., 7 Central Time. We'll take a break. When we come back,